how are you? Look, I've even still got a pen in my hand because I literally am bringing notes to this. Can you believe it? But when I create and birth something new, I get extremely excited. And I want to make sure that in today's masterclass, Rise into Your Wealth Consciousness, you are getting the best of the best of the best. So I'm looking forward to having you join this masterclass, whether you're going to join me live or whether you're going to watch a replay. By all means, make sure that you give me some feedback, give me some love. Let's make this a little bit of a conversation if you have the ability to actually be here live. Hello, Jennifer. Much love to you guys in Townsville. And, you feel free to ask questions at any time. I'm going to try, though, and stick to my content and then maybe have questions at the end. Because this is what's happened. So I'll give you a little bit of a rundown. For those who don't know what's been happening, what's been happening this month in June as we speak. We ran a 21-day money mindset and manifestation makeover. So it was a masterclass. It was a masterclass. Actually, it was a 21-day free challenge, and it was so phenomenal. By all means, share some love, share some feedback. It was so phenomenal that obviously people were hungry for more. And for those who didn't get to do this round of challenge, but who are willing and ready to take the next step in their own money game and their own money story, I thought, wow, I wanted to create something that either one of you can watch. So whether you've done the challenge or you have not, this is going to blow your mind. Well, that is my intention. Because to backtrack what has led me to create this challenge, to create this masterclass, and also create my 6-week Money Queen program is that I get very emotional. It's just something that's been shifting, that has been becoming very evident and apparent to me, that I see too many people suffer, that there are way too many queens and kings out there who suffer financially, and quite frankly, it does not have to be that way. So whether you are in business and you are an entrepreneur, an online marketer, a network marketer, a rebel, a creative, an artist, a leader, whatever kind of business you're in, or whether you're not even in business, but you're not happy with where you're at in life and you feel like money is holding you back, this is for you, okay? And it's really... it's like, I don't know how to say this without losing my mind and crying again, because I've been crying a lot today. It's very emotional because I put my heart on my sleeve, and like I said, I just see so many people still struggle. I see a lot of exciting, beautiful souls out there who are ready to make an impact, especially in business, who are ready to wanting to create more, who want more from life, because life is to be fully enjoyed, to be fully lived to the max. Hello, my beautiful sailor friend. And it always kind of stops with money then. Okay, if you agree with that, let me know. Okay, let's have let's have some interaction. And perhaps, give me some emojis. If you are in business already, give me an emoji. If you're not in business, but this whole money conversation interests you, give me an emoji. Give me 1 or 2. What's your favorite money emoji? And let's just, like I said, let's keep that very interactive, because it is as much about you really than it is about me. And so I find that, it always comes down to money. It kind of always stops with the money conversation. We can't afford it. It's too hard. I don't know where the money's going to come from. Having more money, having more month than money. And no matter how hard you try, you just don't seem to really get out of the money drama cycle, right? And that was very evident, that I see there is a cycle. It's a money drama cycle, and I wanted to break that. And I wanted to create something that was going to help queens and the kings that resonate with my beautiful energy, who are feeling called to really have a breakthrough, to release in order to receive more with ease, in order to really upgrade and rise into your own wealth consciousness. Can I get a hell yes? Who wants to rise? Who wants to rise into their own, wealth consciousness? So with that in mind, this is what I'm seeing, what is the issue. I believe that when it comes to money, there are lots of money myths around, money stories. Money gets such a bad rap a lot of the times. Yes, right? So there's the money myths. I call them myths because who said that that is actual fact? It's just someone said, money is the root of all evil. Money doesn't grow on trees. I don't know why I put this funny voice on. Yeah, amen. Money doesn't make you happy. Only poor people can say that. All these preconceived ideas around money. So there's a lot of bad talk around money, bad money, myths, stories. And I get that. The biggest hardship comes from not having enough money. But money itself is innocent. Money itself is an energy. And money, you put your voice on because it's a lie. I know, right? I changed. Yeah, money is the root of all evil. It's like, because it's not true. So clearly I'm having different personalities coming through, but that's cool. You get like a show with this. But money is innocent. Hi, Cheryl. Money is energy. It's a vibration. Money is beautiful because money is an exchange of, what I think actually is, it's an exchange of like a sacred. It's a sacred service. It's a gift because it's a sacred service because you're exchanging something for money. I'm so sorry. I might have to actually grab some water. Anyway. Yeah. What are some of the money beliefs or money stories or money myths you know? So let me sit back down. Let me grab some water because I've been talking a lot. This is my 5th Facebook Live training for today. Hashtag, voice is like, hello. So you can, think of some of the money myths and stories that you know, okay? Maybe like something that you learned as a child that, mom and dad said to you, okay? I know that I was not born in a very savvy, abundant money mindset household. Hello, my darling. Hello, Susanna. So that's the first thing. I think that there's issues with the preconception of money, the money stories, the myths, what the world out there taught, things about money, what you get taught around money so bad, all that sort of bullshit. Secondly, money mindset. Actually, your own beliefs around money, okay? So even if you decided to say, no, I feel like, I don't want to listen to what society is saying and I want to choose to, honor money and love money and have a really sexy, juicy, orgasmic relationship to money. Well, what's going to still stop you though and rising into this wealth consciousness is your mindset. Because unfortunately, that mindset's been kind of like implanted, ingrained when you're very little. It's kind of like you've been giving a movie to watch and no one asked you if you actually like that movie. Oh my goodness gracious. So let's just clear that, activate that voice from too much speaking. My little angels, I've been speaking a lot today, so let that come out even more beautifully without the cuff. Thank you very much. So money mindset. Okay, so even if you wanted to change your relationship to money, even if you wanted to rise into your wealth consciousness, your beliefs are going to play a trick, and it's like a magic trick. You can't seem to figure out. Who knows that actually changing a mindset is not as easy as saying, oh, I love money now. Money loves me. Yeah, I believe I can fly. No, I believe money comes to me easily. Whoever's done work on changing your mindset, again, it's not just something that you just change from one day to another, because of the long-lasting imprinting period upon your life. Okay, depending on how old you are, you've been ingrained unconsciously with, money stories and mindsets, beliefs that, like I said, been passed on to you from parents, from school, from society, from religion, from country, all those sorts of imprints. And it's like I said, it's kind of like you've been forced to watch a movie that you're like, actually, that's a pretty shit movie. I'm grateful for the movie though, and somehow this movie has kept me alive and actually already provided me a really good life so far. But I feel like I want to write my own movie, and I want to be the star in my movie, right? Who wants to be the star in their own movie of, being this money queen, money king? Give me a hell yes, okay? The third part that I believe is, an issue or a struggle in really rising into the wealth, into the abundance, into really rich, like we're talking a truckload of money, is your identity. Obviously, beliefs is part of that, because what you believe, will be part of your identity. But even so, I believe that there's a money blueprint, okay? Like a money identity that I feel like it goes even like deeper than just the thoughts. Okay, I believe that in your, almost like in your contract, in your identity, in your soul contract, there is like a blueprint for you. I believe that. And you might think I'm crazy, but that's what I believe. So I believe that there's like a money blueprint. And it's like, yes, you can do the identity, you can do the mindset work. Yes, you can release the myths and the stories. But in order to truly rise into this wealth consciousness, your whole identity has to change. And that can be a bit scary, because you've got to be willing to leap and unbecome everything that you have known. And that can be so scary for people, because they're like, oh, hang on a minute. What do you mean? I got to change who I am? Like, oh, what? Like when it gets around, like when it comes to identity, it can be really scary. And put your hand up. I totally get that. Like, I sometimes thought I could never be that person who is like, eats vegan. There was a time like where I thought, what do you mean not drink? Like, I'm like the ultimate party girl here. What do you mean I'm going to be this person who doesn't drink? That's like a totally different person. I always was scared. I thought, but who would I be? If I didn't drink, and if all of a sudden I'd be, like, I know it's all money related too, by the way, because it's all interlinked, right? But it can be quite scary. So I really appreciate, because I know for me that literally there's been parts I'm like, oh my God, like the person I am becoming them, because it is unbecoming, by the way. It's not like you're becoming a different person. It's actually unbecoming everything that's been imprinted, even the identity, unbecoming and returning back to soul, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Okay. It can be very scary. For me, I have cleared so much around money. It is more about valuing myself. I noticed that in the chat. Absolutely, right? So it's not just a mindset, it's your identity, right? I call them your money thermostat, your levels of toleration, turning up the dial on receiving abundance. All these sorts of things go into your, identity. Okay. Hey, Jess. What else? We've got the money soul DNA. Okay, so the energy. So I believe too that, sometimes, and Vinny, you agree, we've talked about that already, that we take on, our ancestor stuff. Okay, so I know for me, and I love my family. I genuinely do. However, I know that my soul's calling has been to cut and delink, right, from ancestral patterns, okay? Because I can see, especially on my maternal side, the cycles of scarcity, victim mentality, and other things that we don't need to talk about for the purpose of this training here, okay? But I can see that. And they say sometimes like the ancestral linking in your soul DNA goes back to 7 generations. I know, Vinny, you can agree with that because we've talked about that. Kate delinking. So like, I don't know that people talk around that or talk about that. I always say talk around that, but it's about, oh man, you know, English is not my first language. So, but I speak very good English. Thank you very much. And you know, there's not a lot of conversations around that. You know, people say, change your money story, change your money mindset, change your beliefs around money, you know, tap into the feeling of abundance. But hello, it goes deeper than that. Yeah, there's your blueprint, your own money blueprint. There's your DNA, your energy, okay? And then there is obviously the you know, the ancestral side of things. And then finally, yes, finally, the lineage, right? The ancestral stuff. And finally, it's also your money strategy. Okay, we gotta have some strategy, people, because you can do the manifestation all night long. All night long, by the way. You can do it all night long and all day long if you don't have the right strategy in place. Thank you. I love that. Thank you. I do. Thank you. You know, if you don't have the right strategy in place, you know, you're going to make it unnecessarily harder and you will not get there. So I will recap. So 5 things I've written down. Money myths and stories. What's out there. What you get taught from other people, which is hashtag BS. Can I get a hashtag BS in here? Number 2, money mindset. Your own beliefs that have been obviously imprinted. Again, it's not even you. It's like you haven't even really fully decided. You haven't even fully decided what you want to believe around money, right? It's like you've not actually been giving a choice, but you've got a choice now, okay? Number 3, your money blueprint. Your identity. It goes way deeper. It goes right about values and abundance and receiving, letting in, okay? We've got number 4, your money soul DNA, okay, which is obviously energetically and ancestral and your lineage because it goes back sometimes and we got to clear that stuff. I'm doing a lot of that as well. And then number 5, your money strategy, okay? So I believe that is where people go wrong when it comes to really rising into wealth consciousness, aka making truckload of money, right? It goes so much deeper than that. I have actually worked on my money mindset for several years, listening to Abraham Hicks, working on law of attraction, and got the breakthrough I needed in the challenge. That is so awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that. All the way from Denmark, my friend. Yeah, it does go deeper. And you know, it's and you know, the things that I've just talked about, those 5 things, is like something that I have been working on and continue to work on. And I again, I said, like when I decided to bring and birth something into this world, I wanted to make sure I cover those, all 5 elements. In particular, the deep stuff. But I will talk about that in a minute, okay? Let me continue on with what we're doing, okay? So far, so good. So let me know if this is making sense so far, and maybe what out of those 5 things is kind of like standing out for you, okay? So what do you think is one of the biggest areas of your challenge? So is it the myths and the stories that you've been fed? Is it your own money mindset? Is it your own money blueprint, your identity? Is it your money soul DNA, aka energy and ancestral stuff? Is it your money strategy, or is it perhaps a little bit of everything? Let me know. Something will come up for you right now and you will know. Yes, I love it. I love my new European friends. I swear to God, ever since I've lived in Germany and returned back and doing this gig in German, I feel like I'm calling in so many more European people. I love it. I mean, I love my Aussies, obviously, and I love everybody. Let's be honest. I'm just like a big smushy love bomb who just loves on people. I really do. People are my thing, man. Seriously. Anyhow. So, I decided to create and birth something. And I'm going to tell you afterwards, and if it's in alignment with you, then obviously, hello, if it makes sense, come in and let's have a conversation about taking this deeper, because this is the most groundbreaking work I've put into this work. And it's very, very close to my heart, to the point like I've cried a lot today, like because I'm so emotionally attached in a good way, because I just can see this vision. I'm like, yes, we can finally get more people to live more, you know, soul lit lives, okay? A little bit of everything, but many money mindset. Okay, perfect. Love it. So much love. I love it. Okay, so if you want to rise into your wealth consciousness, I've got 5 things that I believe you can implement straight away, okay? 5 things I'm going to give you. So we put 5 things down as the foundation of what's kind of like messed up in holding you back, what is blocking the abundance, what is blocking you from rising into the prosperity version of you, all sorts of things. Now I'm going to give you 5 things that will help you to make that leap. Okay, who wants to know? Of course, that's the juicy part, that's the good part, that's the content part that's going to go, yep, I'm going to take that and I'm going to implement that. Hashtag, thank you very much. Number 1, you got to call the shots. Okay, so first step in rising into your wealth consciousness is you got to call the shots. Okay, can I have a call the shots? Yes. Okay, so obviously, like you got to freaking make a big hoo-ha, pick me. You got to call the shots. You got to make a decision and a declaration around what it is that you want. So this is your big picture. So obviously the universe is not going to work with you in harmony. You know, your spirit guides are not going to assist you and able to help you. And I'm not going to be able to help you if you don't even know what it is that you want. Okay. So number 1, you got to call the shots. You know, we've talked about money needs a home and a purpose. So it's kind of like sometimes a silly question, but actually Lucy just posted in the challenge saying that one of the biggest things she took away from that challenge was the fact that money needs a home and needs a purpose. Because it's like we get sometimes so focused on, you gotta make money, wanna make money, gotta make money, wanna make money, gotta make money, wanna make money, need more money, want more money, need more money, want more money. Then it's kind of like, okay, well, if I just gave you $1 million, what would you do with it? And people go, oh, well, that's a good question. Well, obviously I'd go on a holiday first thing. I'd pack my bikini and go to Bora Bora or maybe Maldives. You know, like there comes like the obvious things, you know, like pay off your debts and buy a house or whatever and all this sort of jazz. But like, are you really clear on what you want that money for? Like that life of absolute prosperity and abundance and wealth, like this rich, juicy life, what does it look like? What is that big vision? And again, I believe that there's a lack of clarity. So you got to call the shots. You got to have the clarity, right? You got to have the clarity and really be super crystal clear. Because money needs a home and it needs a purpose. And I think lots of people go, oh, I want to be a millionaire. I want to make $1 million or I want to make 100 grand or I don't know. They kind of pick an arbitrary goal and an arbitrary number. And it's just that. It's just a number. It means nothing. It's kind of like a cool, fancy number, but it's not a soul aligned number. Okay. So number 1, you got to claim the shots. You got to get super crystal clear on your soul aligned vision. Okay, that's the first step. And it's sometimes you think, well, duh, it's kind of obvious, but actually, like I said, some people you'd find are probably not actually clear enough. And the universe loves clarity and specificity and details, man. Like seriously, specificity is a word I love because I couldn't say it for a long time because I was like, it's a really funny word. It's like, you know, you find, and when you speak another language, I find like some words are kind of just funny, and specificity was one of these words. I thought it's a funny word. But the truth is the universe loves specificity. So I should get a hashtag specificity from you when you're watching this right now, right? Hashtag specificity. Because the more the universe loves, sees exact details, you know, colors, shades, you know, emotions, thoughts, beliefs, you know, the more details, the better. Honestly, the universe will really thrive on that, okay? So we got that already, okay? Super crystal clear. Number 2, you going to not just call the shots and have the clarity and claim it. You're going to do specificity, my favorite word. Yay! You're going to commit to leap. Second step. You got to commit to leap. Can I have a commit to leap? Yes. It's kind of like, I talked about this today. Don't make decisions based on fear. Make decisions based on love. You know, I feel that we want to do all these things, but then we come up with stories around, oh, I don't know if I can afford it. I don't know if it's for me. I don't know if it's the right time. I've got to ask my husband. I've got to ask my wife. I've got to ask my dog. I've got to ask my sister. I've got to ask everybody for permission to change my own life, which is kind of weird, but that's a different story. You know, all these sorts of things come up for you. And it's like, you got to commit to leap. You got to, the thing is, if it's for you, if it's meant for you, if it's a soul desire, if you know this vision that you have, you're claiming it, you're calling the shots and you're claiming it and you're saying, this is what I want, then of course you want to leap, and you got to take a leap. You got to commit to leap. You got to put yourself out there, because I've told you before, and I will say it again, the universe is going to match you. It's going to meet you halfway. Okay, so you got to commit to leave, and it's whatever this commitment looks like to you. This is about looking at the fears and staring them in the eyes and dealing with all of your money BS. This is about, truly leaping and doing things differently. This is being prepared to say goodbye to who you are and committed to unbecome in order to really become the ultimate version. And that is that soul version. That soul inside of you, she wants you to have everything you desire. That soul, universe, everyone wants you to have all that you could possibly imagine. It's all meant for you. Don't you understand that? It's all meant for you. But because of the things that I've told you before, right? You have this thing that it has to be hard, that it's not meant for you, that you have to sacrifice super hard, and there's always going to be a level of sacrifice. I'm not going to say that, but you will get to have it all. You get to have it all on your own terms. And I believe this second step is really about committing to leap. This is about erasing everything that is just not in the highest, service of being that version. Claiming it, knowing it, seeing it, declaring it, owning it, and going, yeah, you got to be prepared to really commit to leap. And that, again, can be the scariest part, because leaping means you don't know what's on the other side. Leaping means oh, but what if this does not work for me? It's well, guess what? What if you were to know and were to honor that everything happens always to you, and that actually you always get to have what you desire or better? It's always this or something better. Can I have that? It's always this or something better. Super cool, super important part of my manifestation process. You got to understand that, you always get what you desire, or you always get something better even. Totally different mindset, because most people come, but what if this is not going to work, and what if it takes too long, and what if I'm not going to get, it's well, actually no, it's a completely different conversation, totally different conversation, because of course you're always going to get what you want or something better. Of course. Hello, you're calling the shots, don't you remember? You're committed to leap every single day, don't you remember? So this commitment to leap can be quite daunting. It can be quite scary, because it is about a question of unbecoming and, everything that's around it. Because when you become someone who rises, I said this, this year, and this is why, again, rise into your wealth consciousness is so freaking important, because I said this year, I'm a woman on a rise. I am a woman on a rise, and I am inviting you to rise with me. And those who do not choose to rise with me, they will be left behind. I will love you from the distance anyway. And that is me committing to leap consistently. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when you decide to rise, not everyone's going to rise with you. And people are going to point fingers, and people are going to judge you, and people are going to say, oh my God, look who she is, and blah, you've changed, blah, 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 and you're all about the money. Oh, I've heard all these things already. And I'm like, if you really think that about me, oh my goodness, you could not be more wrong in my life anyway, because that, So I believe you decide that you want to rise. This is part of committing to leap. You make a decision to rise, and you say, I am rising to the levels of abundance that is my birthright. I am committed to rise into living my utmost soul-lit life, and I'm committed to leap and do what it takes no matter what, and I will continue to rise. And people, I invite you to rise with me, or you can fall off and fall behind, and that's okay. I'm going to love you, but I'm not going to, and this is something else you need to remember based on that commitment, okay? So stop playing it safe, or stop hiding, okay? Stop dimming your light, and stop putting yourself on the back burner, and you're not doing it consciously, by the way, but so that other people can feel safe. You know what I'm saying? I've done that a lot of times. And I'm constantly, again, committing myself to lead, to challenge myself, to go, I am choosing to be the fullest expression of myself. I am choosing to put my purpose, my soul callings above everything and everyone. Now that is a big call, but it is my calling. That doesn't mean whatever you want to make that mean for yourself. It's my calling, okay? I'm just going to read that in between. I love the hashtags, by the way. Thank you. Love that. Love it. One of my breakthroughs in the challenge was finding out that I have lived other people's abundance instead of my own. There you go. Thank you. It's like we're so in sync. I always felt my abundance, my vibration was just out of reach. And now I know this is why. Yes, thank you. Thank you. This is exactly what I've just said. Stop dimming your light trying to fit in. Stop putting the burner on your own and opportunity to rise just so other people can feel good about themselves. You are not here to please other people. And let's face it, you will never, ever, ever please everybody anyway. So let's just stop there. I mean, it's not possible to please everybody. So why even try? Come on. But it comes back to owning you. It comes back to calling the shots, declaring, claiming it, and really, committing to lead. Okay, right. Otherwise I'm going to get off track and we're going to be here for hours. Number three. You ready for number three? You got to conquer new territory. Okay? Because I love playing with words. Okay, so we've got call the shots and you claim your vision. You're going to commit to lead. Number three is you're going to conquer new territory. And now conquer new territory is really about this new identity. This is the new money blueprint, right? You got to discover new territory. I release. Yes, you're welcome. So discovering the new territory, I believe, is really about, discovering that your own blueprint for wealth, because it's inside of you. You have a wealth map. It's already inside of you. We just need to pull it out. We just need to align you. We need to align the soul. We need to align your identity. We need to align your heart and your mind and then bring it into the physical realm. Because the thing is, you are not just a physical body. And again, we kind of think like, oh, I got to work hard. If I want to make more money, I've got to work hard. If I want to make more money, we've got to work harder. Have been telling myself that for years. It doesn't work like that. Because you are five bodies. Okay, can I get a 5? Let's keep the energies high, all right? Can I get a 5? You are 5 bodies, okay? You are 5 bodies. I'm going to write this down because this is a good thing and it's flowing from me and I like it. So I've got to keep it because, this is my brand new training. I love it. Yay. Yay me. So, conquering new territory, because you are 5 bodies. You are not just a physical body. You are also the mental, the emotional, the energetic, and the spiritual body. Okay? I love it. So that means when I talk about this, like conquering your territory, it's about discovering your own blueprint. It's about making sure that all the pieces line up. So this is not just about the mindset. This is not just about mentally feeling good about money, not just emotionally opening yourself up to receive, not just energetically aligning to this wealth code, your own wealth code, okay? Not just about the strategy, doing. It's about all of these together. And that is cool because, it kind of releases a bit of the pressure around feeling like you always have to do more. I'm like, no, well, technically doing more is only 20%. And you know what they say? 80%, right? 80% internal, 20% external. 80% strategy, 80% energy, 20% strategy. We've got more than 5 in, I believe. I believe you. Even with chakras, there's so many more. We used to have the 7 chakras. Actually, there's 10 main ones. So there's more, I believe. I believe. But I know for the matter of discovering your own blueprint, it's those 5 bodies that need to integrate together. Okay, so it's really important that all of these 5 bodies integrate together so you can really discover and align to your own new money blueprint. Okay, super freaking important. Is that making sense? It's all good, isn't it? We love it. And number 5, it is conscious wealth embodiment or conscious wealth confidence. Okay, so the 5th step is really about becoming that person. Becoming that person. It's like full embodiment. It's like this nice stage where, you know, you don't have to remind yourself, hey, Rach. You know, it's like you don't have to remind yourself to feel grateful because, you know, gratitude being the holy grail of vibration is just part of you anyway. It's just part of your identity now. Okay? Being open to receive is not something you have to remind yourself about because it's just part of your identity now. In fact, all you're doing now is you're almost continuously turning up the dial of how much you're receiving, right? It's like turning up the tap of water. How much water do you want to flow? Same with abundance. Turning up the dial of the abundance. But to receive is just part of who you are. Okay, super important. So this is like literally conscious wealth embodiment, conscious wealth confidence. You know, it's kind of like that stage where everything, you know, we have like 4 stages of learning. And I guess it's like at first, like you don't know what you don't know. You know, it's like I'm telling you things tonight and I'm sure that there's some parts where you go, yeah, I know that. And then there's other parts where like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, okay, well, you talk about this soul DNA stuff, you talk about this blueprint, I don't know. It's like, I don't know because you don't know what you don't know, okay? Second stage, I'm making you aware, right? And you're going, okay, yes, I agree. There's certainly some things that I need to work on in order to really fully rise into my own wealth consciousness. Okay, great. So then the next stage is the conscious competence. So the first stage is unconscious incompetence. Unconscious incompetence. Unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know. Second stage, it is the conscious incompetence. Okay, so you're conscious now about the things that you don't know. Okay, then it comes to the next stage. We're going to come into the conscious competence. I know, play with words here. Stay with me. This is the stage where you get to learn and you get to implement, you get to integrate, but you're still very conscious around it. Okay, and then the final stage is the unconscious competence, right? I know, I was just going to say that. The unconscious competence, thank you. We're so in sync, right? The unconscious competence is the part where you just do it. You don't even know that you're doing it. It's like you're open to receive. You don't have to remind yourself about it. You're grateful. You don't have to remind yourself. You know you were just grateful. And with driving, it's like, it's that part when you send messages whilst driving, which I do not do. Okay? Not anymore. But that's when you know you can drive and you can, like, you know, it's so funny. I love how in sync we are. So is that making sense? Can I get a hell yes? So, okay. So these are the things that I want you to take on board. And I will go through them very quickly again, just so you can wrap your head around it. So we're talking here about releasing the money drama cycle and giving you an opportunity to rise into your own wealth consciousness. I love those 4 steps. Thank you. I like it. I like it too. It's like I said, I just have some notes and the rest just flows. So that wasn't part, that just flows. So hashtag thank you very much for the downloads. So like I said, okay, so we've identified the issues. We now know there is an opportunity for you to reprogram yourself into your own wealth consciousness. In order to get that journey on the road, number 1, you got to call the shots and you got to claim, you know, what you really desire. You know, you got to get really clear because money loves a home and money needs a purpose. And of course, the universe loves hashtag specificity being the key word. Number 2, you got to commit to lead. Very scary, but what's scarier? Scary is like, what is it, the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same things over and over again, expecting a different outcome, that's insane. And scary to me is not to leap. Scary to me is not leaping and putting myself out there. I really commend myself. Like, I really am committed to constantly challenging myself. I learn and grow and do things and put myself out there, and some things work and some things don't, and it's all good because it's part of the journey. I've learned to have a lot of grace, a lot of kindness, a lot of compassion, and a lot of fun, right? Can we just also say making money, receiving money, manifesting money, it's got to be fun, by the way. Let it be fun. Let it be fun, okay? Number 3, okay, we're gonna conquer new territory. Conquering new territory meaning identifying that the 5 bodies need to integrate together in order for you, okay, Greyhound Day, exactly. What's that movie called? That movie's called, isn't that, what's it called? Is it called Greyhound Day? No, but it's got Billy Murray, what's his name? Bill Murray in that, but you know. I just know I know the German title for it because the movie is that old. I've actually seen in German. In German, the title is called Und täglich grüßt das Murmeltier. There you go, I speak German. Yeah, und täglich, it's actually called Groundhog Day. So funny. In German, it's called Und täglich grüßt das Murmeltier. There you go. Anyhow, so conquer new territory. Oh my God. Discovering your own blueprint, identifying that the 5 bodies need to integrate together. Okay, I love it. Yes, I love this. Good stuff. Number 5, okay, it is, oh no, sorry. Oh my God, I forgot a step. Oh my God, I just realized I forgot a step. See, we're getting so excited about this. So number 3, I forgot a step, people. Okay, number 3, okay, so we've got conquer new territory, because I get so excited. So yeah, number 3, conquer new territory. Number 4, we're going to construct. Duh. And that's all about the money manifestation magic. You can put money manifestation magic as a long word. I don't expect you to put it in if you want to. Okay, I totally forgot that step. Really super important because hello, we talked about strategy. So yes, there's got to be an element of strategy. There's got to be an element of, yeah, where did number 4 go? Thank you for, someone's paying attention. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What can I say? When I'm in the flow, I just got to go with the flow. Okay, but there is, structure, so we're going back to it. So number 4 is actually the money manifestation magic. And so that's about, the strategies of money. And it's not just about doing, but it's aligned action, taking massive aligned action. But also, I'm very big on my money work, okay? My daily money tracking, taking responsibility. If you've read the book, it's called The Barefoot Investor. Like I have 10 different accounts. So yeah, there's some strategy with my money. Strategy not meaning the hustle part, the working for money, but also with the money itself that comes in, there's got to be a strategy so you can create wealth, because you want money to work for you. So I've got 10 different accounts. So when money comes in, I do my money work pretty much daily, pretty much. I'd say 90% of the time. And I will allocate my money to different accounts. They all have different names. I've got an abundance account. I've got a soul desires account, and that's where, right now I'm saving money for, oh my God, why am I sharing this with you? So I'm saving money for a couple of soul desires, that is not travel related, but it's something, cosmetic surgery, an upgrade, okay, ladies, I'm getting my boobs redone because they're like 13 or 14 years old. Hashtag authenticity, almost a little bit embarrassed, but no, I'm claiming it. So yeah, getting my boobs redone, and I'm getting a tattoo on my legs. So I actually got quite a lot of tats. And I love them, because I'm a creative, okay? So I've got a soul desires account. Hashtag random information. Hashtag keeping it real. So definitely super, super important. So part of the rise into your wealth consciousness, of course, there's got to be some money manifestation magic, strategies around managing your money, opening yourself up to receiving money, all that sort of stuff, right? That's super important. I forgot that part. Of course, it's super, super important, okay? And then number 5, it is the conscious wealth confidence, and the conscious wealth confidence is then just being that person, just becoming that person where you go through the stages of the learning, the implementation, the falling on your face, getting up and adjusting your crown, whether you're a queen or a king, and that is like the end game. And then guess what, you get to then do rise on repeat. Yes, rise on repeat. Yes, see, I know, I mean, it's so cliche as well, like being on the Gold Coast, talking about getting boobs done, because like every second person has a boob job on the Gold Coast, which is so funny. Anyway, so yes, thank you, ladies. I mean, there's a couple of kings who watch this, but that's okay. We're just owning that. Okay, so is that making sense? Can I get a hell yes? Does that excite you? Do you go like, yeah, that sounds cool. I want to go and do that, okay? If you want to, then that's cool, right? So you can take these steps and run with them, okay? There is never any obligation to come and work with me. But at the same time, hello, I invite you to come and work with me, okay? So you can take these steps. I believe that there's plenty to go around and start figuring things out. And if you want to do that, I commend you. I love you for it, because it is so important that this message gets out and the awareness even gets out there. I love it. Yay. There's commitment to the next level, okay? But obviously, you know yourself. If you're ready, if you're working with someone who's got, the experience, the results, the knowledge, the wisdom, the right energy, if it's a resonance, then of course I invite you to come into my space. And I would love to, support you over the next 6 weeks. So I'm going to go through this program because I believe I want to give you the picture of what I've downloaded. And I am telling you, I actually ran this program already in German. I have. And every time I get a new client, and right now, like when I sign up a private client, she gets that program for free additionally. So it's a 6-week program that my private clients get. And every time I send it out, I get really like, this is so good. Like the program is so good. So I've downloaded and added a couple of things because of course I have grown, especially on the soul level. And so I'm bringing in a soul aspect into it, like a more of an activation and alignment process into this work. So I'm going to talk you through it, okay? Very excited. So obviously the program is called Money Queen, duh, with the line, it's obviously rise into your wealth consciousness, duh. And it is about releasing the money drama cycle, okay? Really, it's about 3 things, okay? 3 things. Rewiring your money mindset, okay? So this is the alignment piece. It's rewiring your money mindset. It's the alignment piece. Number 2, it's about recoding your money blueprint. Okay, so some of the things obviously we touched about. So this is about the activation, okay? And it's about redesigning your money identity, okay? And this is the acceleration part. How does that look like exactly? So we've got in this 6-week intensive, so you got to imagine this is going to be a combination of mindset work, energy work, healing work. Okay, like I'm an intuitive healer. I'm also a qualified hypnotherapist, by the way. I'm also an NLP master practitioner. So I've got the goods. So I'm not just a coach. I actually bring this whole, goodness of tools that I bring in, plus spiritual, intuitive. I'm working with my spirit guides, and they've been telling me to be able to test, and I've been reading auras and chakras and really cool shit. So anyway, we're not doing all of that, but we want to just pick the pieces that work really well in this program. So there's 6 weeks. First week, we are going to raise you into your new internal money thermostat. Can I get a hashtag money thermostat? So this is raising your money thermostat. What do you think it is? It's exactly aligning your new frequency, money, where do you want to be? So this is about redesigning that money tolerance, tolerance level. Because here's the thing, if you look at what you've been taking in, what you've been manifesting, if you average that up over the last 3 months, that's what you've been allowing in. And for most people, I remember when I learned that 3 years ago, I was like this. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. It really was pretty sad because I was like, oh, and it's nothing to do with like people say, oh, your self-worth is like your net worth and all that sort of bullshit. I'm going to scratch that. But it's about what you've been allowing in. So I've realized that my low level tolerance was not great. And I've raised that. And I'm very proud because I can see my numbers then coming in. I'm like, okay, I've been raising that and I've got a good level, but obviously we can continue to raise that. So this is about redesigning. So it's about what you allow in. So we obviously raise that, the money thermostat, which is really cool. Second week, we're going to do some rewiring and we're going to align your soul identity to your new money thermostat. So it's like we raise the money thermostat, we know exactly where we want to go, and then we're going to align your soul identity. So hashtag soul identity. Because again, remember, it is about bringing all those aspects together, and it's rewiring. And we're obviously going to look at deeper what's holding you back. We're going to do some clearing. So this is not just like, oh, writing your fears down and be like, whew, thank you, fears, bye-bye. No, we're going to do some active clearing of the fears. We're going to clear them and delete them and transmute them into the universe. Thank you very much. Very cool stuff, if I say so myself. Okay, week 3 is about receiving. Okay, so receiving, and that's about calling and creating your new money reality. So this is the strategy component, okay, the tracking component, giving you systems. I know, crazy. I don't do systems really, but I figured, you know, if you want to keep rising your money blueprint and what you allow in, it probably would be quite good to have a little bit of a system. I keep it super simple because, like I said, I'm not a person who does like fancy system, but I will give you my systems. I will show you what I do day in, day out, how I track my money, all that sort of stuff, because it's really important, super important, okay? Number 4, or week 4, is about living your unique money blueprint, okay? Really cool. So this is recoding. So we're going to start recoding. And there's a very important aspect which I want to say to you. It's about really the gift of teaching you how to live abundantly when your reality hasn't caught up yet. Because I believe that that's so important. Because so many people come to me and they go, well, I get it. I know what I want. I can see it. I can feel it. I believe it. It's for me. But how can I hold this space and this energy and this vibration? How can I live abundantly when I look at the reality and the reality get hit in the face? Okay, so that week we're going to look at that. So we're going to look at living your unique wealth consciousness and how to live abundantly even though the cash hasn't shown up yet. Super cool. Okay, number 5, we're going to do some more releasing and reprogramming. Okay, releasing. I know Lise Lottie, is it Lise Lottie or just Lise actually, or Lise? I don't know what people actually pronounce it in Denmark. You may let me know, but it is more releasing. So this is about releasing your old money identity. So that's where we're going to go deeper again on saying bye-bye. Remember NSYNC, for those who remember NSYNC, singing bye-bye-bye, coding and upgrading, okay, into your new future. And we do timeline collapsing. We will literally smash through so that it's almost impossible, okay? I mean, you would have to be very resistant to really hang on to this old person. You know, the idea is that after the 6 weeks, you will be fully radically transformed. You will be vibrating vibrationally as a new identity. Okay, super freaking important, right? Yes, that is the hardest part for me, to keep the abundance energy even though the cash hasn't shown up itself quite yet. Exactly, I get it all the time. Like my clients are telling me all the time, it's like I get hit in the face and I'm like, okay, let me teach you. Okay, so very important step. Okay, so that's reprogramming, releasing, hashtag release to receive. Very important, release to receive. We're going to do, we're going to look at maternal, paternal side of things and do lots of clearing and forgiveness and releasing. So again, this is more than just doing I forgive you and goodbye. Like we're going to do some activation on that and clearing. And then of course, number 6, the 6th week is the rising on repeat. Oh, how exciting. Rising on repeat. I get excited, but yeah, that's exciting. Rise on repeat. So hashtag rise on repeat. That is the money manifestation magic. So I'm going to teach you my take on manifesting. So this is like when you kind of look at it, okay, so now I've been a very good girl and I looked at my notes. Now I'm going to do the free flow part because, you know, I'm a free flow kind of girl. So when you look at this 6 weeks, it kind of sounds it sounds good, but what does it mean to you? It means this. It means basically that you will never, it's kind of like, we're not in Kansas anymore. It's like you're going to be Alice in Wonderland. I'm going to take you on a journey, right? I'm going to give you the blue pill. You can choose, right? The Matrix. Literally, this is about diving deep and releasing, saying goodbye to this old identity around money. I'm not saying you have to change the person that you are. Please don't get me wrong. I think we know what we're talking about. This is about ending your money drama cycle. You know, the scarcity, the magnitude of, you know, the victim mentality that was maybe like been passed on to you, that you're maybe not even fully aware, and the struggle that's attached to that. We want to kiss that goodbye. Hey darling, we want to kiss that goodbye. So it's kind of like, we're, you know, leaving canvas, okay? And yes, you will come across, you know, different challenges, but obviously we're going to guide you through that, because obviously it's not going to be a walk in the park, but it is systematically, as you can see, on a journey where we're going to look at the thermostat, we're going to do the alignment, we're going to look at the mindset, the beliefs, we're going to look at internally, energy, releasing, healing, with then obviously the whole strategy side, so that at the end of the 6 weeks, you're set to go. And why am I saying that? I just wanted to create something that people could take and have a massive change. I am not a fan of having 20,000 programs, okay? Now, here's the thing, again, whatever person does, it's all fucking good, excuse my French, everybody's cool, however they want to run their business, it's all good. For me, it was essential that if I was going to create a money program, it's got to stick. It's going to be something that people can go through and repeat and rise on repeat and rise on repeat. So I will take you this process. So with it, obviously, you're going to get some group coaching, healing, activation, meditation. So you get a weekly meditation anyway. So it's an audio that you can download, have in your resources, always listen to. I think someone said to me, she listens to me every, and some of my clients do actually, but even in the money challenge, was it you, Lacey? I think someone actually said she listens to that meditation that I did every night. So I feel very blessed and honored to know people listen to me when they go to bed. That's very special, by the way. So you get an additional, like a meditation, but also obviously you get guidance throughout that. So there's going to be weekly a coaching, activation, healing component. Now, again, it's not going to be overwhelming. It's not going to be like, oh my God, you have to put everything on hold and you need to dedicate your whole life to this. No, but you will be, you know, required to do the work. Now, obviously, you're going to be in a safe space. I'm even thinking about creating a WhatsApp group so we can have voice support as well. Because like I said, like you don't underestimate the magnitude of the intention to change the wealth consciousness for people, for everyone. Do you understand that? So the magnitude of the importance. So you will literally get the best of me in a group coaching scenario. So you don't have to pay top dollars, as in like you would want to work with me privately, because top dollars are obviously privately. Of course, it's always going to be more expensive. So you don't have that price tag on it. And that to me is pretty special. Okay. Yeah, it was you. See, I listen to the Money Affirmation Acceleration Meditation every night. Love that name and telling people about it. Oh my God, see? So you'll get your own meditation actually as part of the program. So that's it. My invitation to you is, if this resonates, like I said, there's no obligation. There is no pressure. You don't have to watch this and go, I have to work with her. But maybe you feel be called and go, actually, I have to work with her. If this is a resonance, if you've been watching me, and even if you've done the challenge and you're coming in here now, or whether you were in my group and you're coming here now, or whether at a later stage, you know, you're coming through a different source and you're watching this and you are called to work with me, you just need to send me a message, okay? It is very important that it is an energetic match. I am super, very mindful. Hello, my darling. I'm very mindful that I have a certain requirement and a standard for who I let into the program. And I just mean by that everyone that's coming in is got to be willing to play 100%. Everybody that's coming in is got to be taking full responsibility for their money game. Okay, like that's like a big requirement. So because I do see, and I'm going to say that with the most utmost love and respect, I do see people who say they want to change, but they don't really want to change. They just want a sounding board. They just want to be rescued. And I'm afraid I am not here to rescue you. I'm done. You know, this was a very important lesson in my life that I cannot help everybody, because most people, or big part of those people, don't even want to help themselves. Okay, so that's all I need to say, that they will be the requirement that energetically it needs to be a match. And the process is the following. You are more than welcome to send me a message right now, or you drop in hashtag money queen. Okay, and then I will have a conversation with you, okay, over voice messenger, and let you know the ins and outs, the opportunities, when it starts, the cost. There is a bonus if you pay up front, but you can also pay over payment plans. I've made this a no-brainer for anyone who is willing to change their game, who's willing to rise into your wealth consciousness, to be a part without breaking the bank. As I said, it is a group coaching intensive, so it's nowhere near, I'm going to say that, nowhere near as expensive as working with me privately. Okay, so that is my invitation to you. I am so excited whoever says yes to that. You look so well. Thank you. That's because I am well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, life is extraordinary, amazing. It's been a very, very, very interesting, beautifully growing 12 months. I mean, I lived on 3 continents in the last 12 months. I was in Germany, I was in the States, and I am back in Australia. So it's been a very, I've grown a lot. And that's what I'm saying. So everything that I've learned over the past 12 years, the ups and downs, the challenges, the breakthroughs, I'm putting into this program. It's a first group program I'm launching this year. I've not launched a group program in 2019 because I've worked privately with clients all along. It's just the way that's been happened. It's just been private clients after private clients in German and English. And now I'm like, no, we got to serve more people. Too many people are still stuck in the money drama cycle. We need more queens and kings rising into the wealth consciousness, and you get to pass this on. So it's like your due diligence. So that's it from my end. I'm going to stop talking now, because otherwise we're going to hang out for the rest of the night. Send me a message and I will send you the information. We're going to make this work for you. I'm super excited. To everybody who feels called to say yes, money queens and money kings, I am so honored and blessed to take you on that journey. And like I said, if it isn't your thing, then take everything I've spoken on and you already can make a breakthrough with that. But of course, if you want to go faster, and further, you want to go together, because there's nothing like working with a mentor. So I'm inviting you to take a leap, to commit to leap. I'm inviting you, step 2, commit to leap, and then let us, create some true, blissful abundance and prosperity magic into your life. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate you hanging out with me until the very end. And God bless you all. And of course, remember, permission to be, do, and have it all on your own terms, granted.